Farm Bureau. Scott, you're going to have to forgive me. I'm going to do something that you're not going to like right out of the gate. So I'm asking for forgiveness in advance.
Okay.
I feel like I should say, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, or barring the rapture, or something along those lines. You are about to become the winningest head baseball coach in Southern Miss history. Tell me what that means to you.
Well, it just, I'm very grateful for the opportunity that was given to me by Coach Palmer back in 2000 to come join this program and this university, and then be his assistant for 9 years. And then, of course, Mr. Giannini, our athletic director at that time, had enough confidence in me to take over from Coach Palmer and what he had done and what he had built upon Coach Denson's tenure here. So, I'm just real blessed, Richard, and just I think about all the players and all the coaches and everybody that encompasses this program and what it means and what it's about, and how fortunate I am to be in charge of it and have been the head coach now going into my 13th year.
I think we all know that Southern Miss is a special baseball program, and so that may be part of the answer. But what is it that has allowed this program to have the stability? I mean, it was Hill Denson from 1984 until 1997. Coach Palmer was there from 1998 until 2009. And then you mentioned, 13 years for you. I mean, 3 coaches in, was that 40, almost 40 years, 30, however many years, not a math guy. It just speaks to me to the remarkable stability. Why? Why has it been able to be so stable?
Well, I don't think I think the main thing is, and I think John Cox has told me this, there's only been 4 baseball coaches here, head coaches, in the last 50 years. So, as long as those baseball coaches are doing a good job and winning, certainly there's consistency that's going to be established year in, year out, just because there's not a learning curve that takes place. I see a lot of programs, and not necessarily baseball, but we see it all the time in football and basketball, where it's a revolving door of head coaches. And of course, when there's the head coaches get axed, then so do the assistant coaches. And there was a time here at Southern Miss, I know our football team, our quarterback had 4 different offensive coordinators. And, how hard is it to try to be a good, well-established team when you're always changing coaches? So I think, that has been what I feel like has been the consistency and our success here at Southern Miss, is that there hasn't been a lot of turnover at the head job or even at the assistant's job. And so players continue to learn, and they know the system, and they teach the system to the new guys. And I just think that's probably the key to our success.
All right, so this past weekend, people, because they know what Rice is now, not what Rice was, may have looked at this differently than you did. This was not easy, but you got 3 this weekend. 1-0 on Friday night, a 6-3 win with a big, 5th inning, I guess it was, on Saturday. And then you able to cruise a little bit with a run rule win yesterday. What did you take away from the weekend?
Just the resilience in our club to go out and play consistent baseball. A lot of times when you see teams get ranked, all of a sudden, it's almost like it's a curse. All of a sudden they start playing their worst baseball. And for our team to continue to have that maturity, to not buy into all the rankings and the hoopla that people like to build into it, and rightfully so. I mean, that's a great reward for hard work that you've done. But at the same time, we want to remain focused and hungry and humble all at the same time. And I think that's exactly what our guys have been able to do, and try to understand that it's our job, whether you're the 4th ranked team in the country or you're not ranked. Your job and what you practice to do each and every day is to go out and win the next baseball game. And boy, they've really stayed, I feel like, the course with that simple formula.
Talk to me about Tanner Hall. He's named Conference USA Pitcher of the Week in just an incredible performance in that 1-0 win on Friday night to start the series.
Yeah, just he's a complete pitcher, Richard. I mean, just has really, really good stuff on the mound. His makeup mentally is that of a competitor that that feels like every time he takes that mound that he's going to win that battle, and and our players feed off from that because his stuff is so good, his makeup, his presence, his mound presence. Now, I understand he's just a sophomore. He's not very old, and he started really coming on that last third of the season last year for us. Of course, he had the big game against Ole Miss in the regional in Oxford that forced us into the Monday championship game. And then from there, it's almost like that has been the spark that he needed to just move his game forward and compete at this level, the highest level in Division I.
Yeah, Scott, the baseball season goes so fast. It doesn't feel like long ago when we were talking about that stretch of games that began on March 2nd where you had Mississippi State, you had to go to Lafayette, and then it was South Alabama and Tulane and Dallas Baptist and Alabama and FAU, and what a daunting stretch that was. Looking back, having that stretch of games relatively early in the season, was that about making your team better for April and May and hopefully into June, or is it just kind of how it fell?
No, I think it all plays in. Certainly, that's not how I drew it up when I was doing the schedule. I wanted it to be a challenging schedule that was going to make us better. That was a tough 13-game swing that you just recalled on, and our guys, did pretty well in that stretch. A lot of games were on the road. Obviously, we got punched in the mouth at Dallas Baptist and got swept over there. Didn't play good that weekend. And then, there's times where teams that just happens. You don't play well. But I think it was probably good for us. It was kind of a wake-up call and helping us become better for it.
32-8. It's the best 40-game start in school history. And that's all well and good, but as well as anybody, it's how you finish and what you do in the postseason that people remember for a really long time. How do you continue to play at this high of a level?
Just continue to take it simple. We're not going to change anything that we do. We're going to focus on the next game, and that's Southeastern Louisiana tomorrow night in Hammond, a team that we beat I guess it was 2 weeks ago. And, in a very close game. It was a one-run ball game that came down to the wire. So, they're a good program that plays well at home. They're well coached. And, we just need to continue to maintain that consistency that we talk about. Back in before the first game, we kind of laid out what level we wanted to play at, what we wanted to be accountable for to play at that level, not only as an individual but as a team. And I think our guys through that standard that we established there, we've done a good job with it, and we really have. And I think what it's done more than anything, it's built that chemistry, that all-important variable in the success of a team, of a business, whatever you look at. People have to really get along with one another. They have to accept their roles. They have to be able to change roles for the betterment of the team or the best of the business. And that's exactly what this group of young men have been able to do. They have been able to develop that chemistry at such an early point in our season, where most years you don't see it till there at the end. And I think that's what makes this group so special.
All right, only 1 minute left. Take me just a hair deeper on that. So a meeting right before the first game of the season, is that something where the players talk and kind of lay things out, or is that where you're laying out a vision for the team?
No, that was my challenge to them in the pregame speech their opening day. That what we do from this point on, doesn't matter how we practice, but now we play this game for real. At what level do we want to hold ourselves accountable to play and show up every single day? And to where, we have a motto where everything matters. And, of course, that encompasses a lot of different things that you can spin however you want. But it all plays into being accountable to one another to play the best kind of baseball, best brand of baseball that you possibly can.
Congratulations on a great weekend. 4th-ranked team in the country, according to the guys at D1 Baseball. Great shape from an RPI standpoint. Keep it up, Coach. We'll talk to you soon.